when I first went to college, I was at home one summer. I think, yeah, I had already started school. And I used to add, this was years ago, so I used to answer all these ads, and it looked like you could get free stuff, you know, like you get a free dictionary or something. So I'd answer this ad for Encyclopedia Britannica. So it was like, oh, okay, great, cool. I'm going to get some free encyclopedias. This is great. So this salesman comes to our door, which I wasn't expecting. And so my mother was, you know, like, okay, you deal with this. I'm not, you're always doing this free, you know, like whatever. So the guy comes in and he sits down and she goes, you talk to him. So my father was there as well. And so we sit down and talk with this guy. And he says, asked me what I do. And I said, oh, I'm a music student at Towson. This was at the time I was going to Towson State in Baltimore, Maryland. And he said, oh, really? What do you play? And I said, I play drums and percussion. And he goes, oh, okay, great, yeah. Well, I'm a musician too. And I went, really? And he goes, yeah, I play trombone and blah, blah, blah. He starts talking to me. And the more he talked, you know, no disrespect meant, but I'm thinking, you're a musician. You're saying you played music, but you're selling an Encyclopedia Britannica from door to door. And then he made this comment. He said, oh, it's impossible. You can't make a living as a musician. And I was so infuriated, because here's my father sitting there, and my father's, you know, he's going, yeah, my son's going to music school, and this guy's making this comment, and I was like really upset with this. And it was kind of at that moment, one of those moments where the light bulb came on. I said, oh, really? I'm going to prove you wrong. So that was the first one. I eventually left that school, traveled a little bit, did some things, and the school that I ultimately went to, which I was turned on to friends of mine who were who knew this percussion teacher, and his name was Joel Thome. At that time, it was called Glassboro State in New Jersey. So I had decided, you know, I'm done with traveling. I want to go back to school. I applied, I got accepted, and it's like, great, okay, I'm going to school. Well, I never really auditioned, and I never auditioned to get into my first school that I went to. So now here I am auditioning the day before classes start. You know, so I went in and I said, well, I didn't really prepare a whole lot. I just, you know, figured I'd just play what I really knew. And so I had no timpani prepared for this. And I said, well, I mean, I could go get my books. And he goes, well, go get them. And I go back to my room, and I'm freaking out. And I come back, and I'm like hysterical. And now I'm really nervous, you know. And I just play, and he kind of sits there, and he just goes, well, I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know if you're the kind of student that we want here. I said, well, okay, I don't know what to say. I mean, classes start tomorrow, and you know, here I am. But I said, I do know that this is what I want to do, and if you're not going to accept me here, I'm going someplace else. And it was another one of those moments of like, oh, now I had to, this is what I really want to do, is play music. And that, I guess I really never really thought about it before that. It was just kind of like, I'm just going with the flow, you know, whatever. And now it was kind of like, okay, this is now really serious. So from that point, so he said, well, okay, I guess it clicked with him. And we became very close through my years there, but obviously I made it.